Hey guys, Jamiy here, and today we're going to go over Cephalops once again, okay? Cephalops has always been one of the best Loomians, if not the best Loomian in the entire game. Its type combo is just like insane for what it can actually hit, and the set has changed a little bit, okay, and it has a couple of other moves that potentially people want to run instead of the old one that actually make it even better than it already was before. So with that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and if you enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, and with that being said, let's get into the video then. Okay then, let's go over the set. I will say I did get tips from Terra and Poke as well, just basically going over the two most common Cephalopses that most people are using right now. Basically, Cephalops is still an absolute monster, okay, to like fight against. Its spread is basically exactly the same. The only difference really is like a potential item change or a move change. That's really it. So then, let's get into that lens. So, full personality, smarts, that tied in with the Dark Essence, tied in with the ability, tied in with the TPs for the ranged attack, which I'll get into in a second. Basically just like Cephalops hit as hard as physically possible with any of its moves, but most importantly, its Soul Drain move. Cephalops hasn't got any way to recover health, so the only way to regain its health is to click Soul Drain. If Soul Drain does more damage, you get more health back. Simple as that, really. Next up, we have Tsunami. Dark and Water is like a phenomenal typing offensively, and because Cephalops hits so freaking hard, this is like terrifying to try and swap something in. If you want to low, I guess you could run Frost Beam for the bug types, because I know some people will want to, but Tsunami is better. It just is okay. Next up is Icicle Trap. Because Cephalops is like super bulky, and because not many things really want to swap into Cephalops, it's really easy for it to get Icicle Traps off and then put on even more offensive pressure because more things are going to take a lot more damage swapping in, like Garbantus and stuff. Nice. And then last but not least, for this specific set, we're running Hypnotize. Like I said, Cephalops can put on like even more pressure with Hypnotize because there's only one typing in the game that is immune to Hypnotize, and that is Mind types, not counting any abilities that also make them immune to like sleep. But basically, Mind types don't. If Mind types swap into Cephalops, predicting the Hypnotize, and they predict wrong, and you click Soul Drain, none of them really want to swap in anymore. Okay, I guess there's a couple of exceptions like Dusky and Metronet, I guess will be like fine swapping in, but they're still going to take an absolute butt ton of damage from Soul Drain. But all of that, like Ferroglyph, even like Medito, like predicting the Hypnotize, if they predict wrong, Soul Drain is absolutely nuking. And if they aren't immune to Hypnotize, put them to sleep is never like a bad thing, right? So it's always great. And then for the TPs, like I said, this is basically like the only thing about this that is the exact same. The only difference really is that instead of the 8 TPs in health, we just put them into the range defense. So basically, in case you don't know what this already does, 200 range attack just lets you hit as hard as possible. 60 energy TPs lets you go for 2 Tsunamis and then a mixture of either like 3 Soul Drains, or 1 Soul Drain, 1 Icicle Traps and 2 Hypnotizers, or 2 Soul Drains and 2 Hypnotizers, just a mixture of these 3 basically. And then also we have 88 melee defense, which lets us live a battering ram from Garbantus. As long as the Garbantus doesn't have Bug Essence or heavy armor, we can live a hit. So if it's like a health amulet or you're like slapped down this item, you can live a hit, which is nice. And then for the rest, we're just dumping it into the range defense, which actually it makes this really bulky for the range defense as well. But also, if we're at full health, we can live certain range hits like Thunderstrike from Zulong, Thunderstrike from Ikazune, Thunderstrike from Protagon, and also we can live like a Muck Blast from Gobidemic as well. Can just like live a lot of super powerful, super effective range hits, which is always nice for Cephalops. And that's basically it. The only difference, okay, for the other set is that instead of Hypnotize, run Barter with Heavy Shackles. Again, Cephalops is really bulky and it's already incredibly slow. It's going to go last most of the time anyway, so you can also Barter and just completely screw over an opponent's Loomian just by bartering to them, which is always really nice. And then I guess like the only other one to really talk about is that instead of like Hypnotize, you could just run Square 1, because a lot of people are using like Brawn Boost and Magnify Loomians now. Having a Square 1 Loomian isn't a terrible idea, or a terrible option, so some people are running Square 1, but mostly Hypnotize and the Barter Heavy Shackle one is the most common use set. I might eventually go over the Barter Heavy Shackles one. Let me know if you want to see that, see me use it, and I might eventually go over it, but that's basically the one that I'm going to go over, okay? So with that being said, let's hop into the battles then. Okay then, our first opponent, well, I've actually done like 5 battles already, but for you guys, the first opponent, because I see a Stratosaur, a Vesperatu, and potentially the Garlash, which I can actually swap my Cephalops into kind of safely, although they have got, you know, just a couple of things that are still terrifying, but I think we should be fine, because also I can use these 3 as Hypnotize bait, and nothing is immune to Hypnotize, so looks pretty good to me. Okay, I'm gonna bring this team. For the Hunter, I really need to bring the Mutagon, but because they have Vesperatu, they're most likely gonna bring it since I have the Mutagon, so I'm just gonna hope that they actually don't bring the Hunter. That's my really, like, only option. Also, this was a really bad lead-off. I didn't actually want to lead off a Cinemoth, but I didn't really have that much time to reorganize my team because I wanted to lead off a Meditoad, which would have been a way better lead, and now I have to sacrifice Meditoad's, like, health to actually get it in, because Cinemoth, pretty good for the Garbantis. That's, like, the only reason why I really brought it. So, yeah. Ancient Roar, nice. Okay. Glad he didn't hit me. He's gonna get something in for free, but at least my Meditoad didn't lose health first, because it could have Elemental Bursted and then Ancient Rod, which would have been way worse if it did it that way. Anyway, Galash, that is perfect for my Cephalops, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, Primal Slash could probably, like, chunk a little bit of my health. Vicious Snap we should be fine with. Probably going to go for the Vicious Snap. Or the Mega Chomp, we resist both. And actually, Vicious Snap, let's see. Pretty good. Okay, now, we go for the Hypnotize here. Actually, I should have gone for the Ice Cold Traps, I think, but gonna go for the Hypnotize, because if we're going to, like, something like Vesperatu, it's actually Stratosaur. Nice! They're Hypnotized if I hit it, which I actually did. Nice. Okay, now I can actually go for an Ice Cold Traps for free, and then I can start Soul Draining, get him all my health back. And even if I swap out now, Stratosaur's still asleep for later on one of my other teammates, for example, so this is actually really nice. So yeah, Hypnotize Cephalops is really, really good. There's also the Bart one, I probably mentioned it in the intro. Also, similar to Cephalops, Metronet is actually another Dark-type Loomian that has Hypnotize and uses it very well. I'll probably go over Hypnotize, I already forgot its name, Cephalops, Metronet eventually, and also I still want to go over Whipple Drift. I just have no idea how to run it, to be honest. Not even gonna, like, try and hide it. I have no idea how people are, like, using it, especially for Bequeath, because for me, I want a Bequeath one for, like, sweeps, like really dumb sweeps, like Weavalt sweeps and stuff, whatever, but no one's really using Bequeath anymore, unfortunately. Anyway, they woke up. That's not too bad. I mean, I could actually pull them back to sleep, you know? I could pull them back to sleep. I think I'd rather hit them with Soul Drain low again. I guess we'll see what they're gonna do. Metal Shriek, yeah, okay, they're gonna lower my defenses, but that's not really too bad. Here, we're gonna go into... Can't really go into Meditoad, to be honest. That did a lot of damage, though. I'll take that. They're most likely gonna go for a Perch here, which actually, I could just Soul Drain again and just potentially, like... Can I just knock them out? No, I don't think I will, actually. I don't think I'll actually knock them out. We can go into Progon, though, and that's like a free Thunder Strike. Also, enter right down, they have Stratosaur. I think Meditoad, and Meditoad gets resisted, though. We'll go into, Progon, actually, I guess. Probably should have gone for the Wrestler, but I'd rather not swap my Progon into a Metal Shriek, because that means I can get hit pretty hard in whatever they're swapping in. I'm going to get a melee attack increase, which is fine. They went for the Perch. We're quite obviously going to go for the Thunder Strike here, so I kind of want to Metal Blast, potentially catch the Zulong swapping in. Potentially, what else could they go into, really? Don't really know, but I'm going to click Metal Blast, and I guess we'll see. I'm expecting the Zulong to swap in, though, right, for the quads. Actually, Thunder. Thunder Strike would have actually been better there. Thunder Strike would have actually been better there. That's a little bit unfortunate for us, but that's fine still. Okay, let's go into... Also, they have Thunder as well, which is really unfortunate. So, maybe they don't have... well, they have Galash and Stratosaur. I can use those as swap-ins for Cephalops, but they don't have Vesperatu, it looks like. Let's go for the Thunder Chomp. Yeah, gotcha, man, gotcha. No, that's a Clay Slap, okay. That's an easy Clay Slap, okay, don't even care. Stratosaur's gonna come out low again, right? Strats. Yeah, that's a strat. That's an easy strat swap in. But a little bit of damage. Well, not from this, but I got a little bit of damage from these. Also, I don't think he has a fire type, so he actually can get rid of those. So nice. If he has Garbantis, which I think he might have, I actually don't remember his team. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really good for me. Just chip damage, you know, just easy chip damage. Okay, then let's go into. I guess I could actually put it to sleep, go into my Protagon, and then when it comes back out, it has to still wake up still. And I mean, you know, that's really difficult to try and do. So let's go into my Meditoad here, actually. Okay, Meditoad's a little bit scarier to try and swap into it. I mean, Protogon, let's be honest, most people are like TP training stuff for Protogons now. So for Meditote low, it doesn't really care what you TP train for. It's gonna hit you no matter what. Super freaking hard. So I think this is probably the best idea. And now I have to take a gamble. Is it Specialization or is it Watch with Thunderstrike? For me, I really only use a Specialization, so if he's smart, he probably knows that it's Specialization, but you never know. Maybe it's every now and then, I might just bring my Watcher one. Also, that's actually good to know that, well, if he predicted Thunderstrike, this is not the right play. But hey, I'll take a free K on the Garlash, although that was really like one of my best swap-ins for the Cephalops, but that's fine. Let's see, Garlash? I mean, Garbantis now? Is it Garbantis? It's actually Hunder, okay, that's fine. I can actually take a hit from this, but I still got to worry about like Hunder, Zulong, and potentially Gobidemic as well, I think I potentially have, so gotta be aware of that, and Gobidemic is a little bit more trickier to potentially beat, so yeah. Could go into a Garbantis, but honestly, I think I just take the risk and I just hit it. I mean, I don't think it'll one-shot it, which is why I wanted my Mutagun, but you never know. He might have Vesperatu. I think it's got like it's either Vesperatu, Garbantis, or Gobidemic. I think those are the last 3 Loomias that they have. I think. I'm pretty sure that's the last 3 that they potentially have. Gobidemic's really annoying if I don't have many Toads. Vesperatu, I have Garbantis, and Senmoth as well, and also Garbantis, I have these 2 as well as Protogon, so it's mostly this Gobidemic. Because I have Hunder and Zulong, I want to say it's probably not Gobidemic, so we're gonna hit him! Right? There's no way he brings like 3 super quick Loomias. Also, nice predicts, man. Nice predict. Now, fun fact, he has to click Mega Chomp now. If he doesn't, his Hunter goes down, which means now we get a free swap into Garbantis. Unless he's Galaxy Brain and he clicks Chili Chomp again, which I'm not gonna lie, if he does that, that's actually Galaxy Brain, but gotcha, yep. You had to go for the Mega Chomp. It wasn't worth it, right? It just wasn't. I agree. Go for the safest play. Although, I think he probably should just click Mega Chomp the first turn anyway, because if he clicked Mega Chomp, I went to my Garbantis, he can always just go back into his, actually, I want to go for the Predicts here, but I don't know if it's worth it. I'll go for the Battering Gremlo, just like at least hits. Actually, nah, I'm just going to Clay Slap, I don't really care if he swaps out. Nice, Hunder's down. Because Hunder and Galash down, nice. So yeah, it's not really worth it. He should have clicked Mega Chomp low. If I'm going to my Garbantis, that's like an easy Strauss or bring out. I mean, yeah, I can bring something else out, but I think he should be fine, I think. There's Strauss, so that's an easy rest. We'll go into my Cephalops. I'm going to try and put it to sleep, I think, straight away, and then go for a fat, meaty rest. They're most likely going to go for the Metal Shriek first. And like I said, Strauss can be annoying. I can't really two-shot it, unfortunately. If I could, that would be amazing. That would be really amazing. But yeah, gonna hypnotize it. And the best part is, Strauss only has like really one option: Metal Shriek me. If it swaps out, I'm putting something to sleep, or I have a chance to put something to sleep. If it hits me, that's fine. I'm gonna get the health back anyway. Hypnotize, I didn't miss, which is nice, which means I can get a nice rest off for free. And if I want to, I can swap into my Protogon and go for the Thunderstrike, I guess. That would be fine, maybe. I gotta try and figure out if it's the very nimble Zulong. That would be a little bit frustrating to try and deal with. Also, I guess here I can actually click Soul Drain. I want to see if Cephalops can actually beat Strauss, because he's going to go through a lot more energy trying to keep healthy with Perch. So I guess we'll see. He's going to wake up low from this. It's almost a two-shot. It's like really close, but it's just like just slightly out of it. Anyway, let's go for the... Is it even worth hypnotizing here, or do I just Soul Drain again? I think I just Soul Drain again, to be honest. Gonna go for the Perch, obviously. I'm gonna hit him, obviously, here again. There we are, nice. Now then, I think I go for Soul Drain again. Right, because if we go for a Perch here, they actually go for Air Blade. They don't have enough energy now, which means I can just take them out. I don't even need to hypnotize them anymore. I can just click Soul Drain, and that'll actually take them out. Although, I'm like 1 energy off for using Soul Drain. I'm 1 energy off. That is really unfortunate, because if I click Soul Drain, I can tank a hit from Zulong and just hit click Soul Drain, but yeah, I have to click Soul Drain here. It depends, if he has Vesperatu, I can just bring it back out against that. It actually goes for the Flail. Well, I should have just gone for the rest. I don't know why he did that, but that's alright. Also, I don't know why he didn't swap it out. He could have always brought that back in against Garbantis, but again, Cephalops. It's really difficult to swap in a Loomian against the Cephalops. Anyway, Meditoad, I guess, is fine here. I'm just gonna gamble and risk it that he doesn't have Gobidemic. If he has got Gobidemic, he has Zulong, Garlash, Hunder, and Gobidemic, all those 4 Loomians that don't really have like that much bulk, just relying on Strassel to tank all of his hits. Not really a smart play, so I'm gonna make the prediction that he has Vesperatu or Garbantis, but I mean those are the only other 2 he could have. For my team, I think Garbantis would make the most sense. Oh, actually, would it, Lou? Vesperatu is just really good for Meditoad and Mutagon. That's really it, I'd say. Whereas Garbantis is better for Meditoads, Cephalops. I guess alright for like Mutagon as well. I think it's Garbantis. I want to say it's Garbantis. I am going to lose my Meditoad though, which actually is very terrifying. I don't know why I don't know why I swapped in my Meditoad. That probably wasn't a great idea. Not gonna lie, because now what do I do? Good question. I don't really have an answer anymore. Let's go into... Let me think about this. Let's just go into Garbantis. If it's Vesperatu, we got Protogon, you know, so we don't really need my Garbantis, so I will go for the Clay Slap, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna Clay Slap it, because it's probably very nimble, right? Elemental Burst. He has 1 more Elemental Burst, I think, and that's it. Isn't gonna one-shot me, nice. So I Clay Slap, and I can actually Clay Slap again, but we're just gonna Battering Ram this turn just to get rid of it. And then if it's Vesperatu, we basically win. If it's their Garbantis, we click Poison and hope for the best. If it's Gobidemic, pray for a miracle, because I might need that miracle, honestly. Like, Protogon might be able to, like, put some working, but because my Cephalops has no energy left, it's gonna be... Okay, it actually is Gobidemic. Why do you have Gobidemic? I should have saved my Meditoad, but why Gobidemic? It just doesn't make sense. You have, like... Stratosaur is like your only your only tank Loomian that can actually take hits. You can't swap in any of these other Loomians. I mean, you swapped in your Garlosh, it died. Swapped in Hunder. I think you actually swapped it in though whenever... What did you swap Hunder in? Against Protogon. If I click Thunderstrike, that would be like a good portion of his health. Anyway, Clay Slap, they're gonna go for the Air Blades. Actually goes for the Muck Blast. Well, it still takes me out. Okay then, Protogon, I guess, is alright. I mean, I am probably gonna get swept by Gobidemic, to be honest. I am probably gonna get swept here, unfortunately. This is a really unfortunate. Cinemoth, I'm pretty sure, actually lives a hit, so I guess I could go for the Pharaoh Blast on it, try and get some damage. And then hopefully Protogon is enough to KO it, because I am literally 1 energy short from using Soul Drain. If that costs me the game, that is actually going to suck. And also, the fact that he brought Gobidemic, I'm still confused. I don't really understand why he brought Gobidemic, but that's fine. Okay. I think that's in range for Protogon to deal with it. But yeah, obviously Cephalops could have done more work. If they didn't sacrifice their Garlosh, Cephalops could have just put in absolute work, because I could just basically, like, spam Hypnotize. I mean, yeah, you know, like, don't spam Hypnotize, but, I mean, I could have, because... What's Garlosh going to do to Cephalops? Nothing really. So I basically just put it to sleep, and then that's really it. If he stays in, and if he swaps out, like into a Zulong or Gobidemic or Garbantis, I put him to sleep, and then I can either swap out, make a better play, or just Tsunami it and maybe take it out. Anyway, Metal Blast, please don't one-shot me, don't critical hit me, please. Oh no. Oh no. That is very, very oh no. But... That's actually not too bad, because they have to hit me, and whenever they hit me, I'm gonna wake up, because they're gonna do enough damage, so that's fine, but they didn't really accomplish much from doing that, actually, so we're actually fine here. Just click Metal Blast, yep, like I said. I mean, sleep is good, but I feel like in most situations, sleep is probably better on, if I'm gonna compare, like, Cephalops and Metronet, I'd say it's better on Cephalops, because, like, it's slower. That means if they wake up, they still have like to wait until next turn to use a move. Whereas I can understand like from Metronet's perspective or like Gobidemic's perspective, like if you use Hypnotize, then also they can't go for a perch before they get put back to sleep. So I guess it's like there's benefits to both of them, but I'd say Cephalops is absolutely disgusting with Hypnotize because, like I said, the only immunity to Hypnotize is Mind types. But this one move means that Mind types don't want to swap into Cephalops. Even like a Duskit, even though like Spirit type makes it resist dark, it's still neutral. It's still gonna get hit pretty hard. Like the only like really swap-ins is like Metronet and Duskit for the Mind types. But for example, I mean Cephalops probably beats Metronet in a 1v1 unless it starts Peace of Mind spamming, and Duskit is like, I guess it could go either way again. So I mean like those are really the only Mind types though that can actually like potentially beat Cephalops, but it's still kind of risky. Although on that low, Cephalops is still like one of the best Loomians, if not the best Loomian still. And with either the Barter set or the Hypnotize set, it is still just absolutely cleaning people's teams. It's really scary still. So yeah, anyway, we'll leave it here. See you guys next time.